This is Ned reporting from a news station. We got Bilbo Baggins here from The Hobbit. And the real question is, why do you think Gandalf chose you?
That's a really tough question, Ned. I believe that it all began from when everyone found out that my mother was Belladonna Took. And it was once told that Tooks like to go on adventures. Regarding that, I feel that Gandalf must have seen something in me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here right now, you know? I mean, it could be that I was not your everyday hobbit. Or here's a good one. People thought I was more courageous than other hobbits. So maybe that's the reason why he thinks I would be a perfect recruit for this expedition.
That brings up very valid points. What was your first impressions of the dwarves, and why?
They had no manners. No manners at all.
I see.
These dwarves are small and ugly. I do not like them. They were very bossy. I was very puzzled about what was going on in my own home. They ate and drank everything that was in my house. But at least they cleaned up after themselves. Overall, I think that this is by far the worst experience I ever had with anyone. I was very annoyed by the whole situation that should never have happened.
What led you to the encounter with the trolls?
Well, it all started out when dwarves were having doubts about how I was not fit for the job, being a burglar and all. So I wanted to steal the bag of gold that the troll was carrying. The gold was my size. It was, I'm a half a human, so it's basically my size, and it was the worst mistake of my life doing this, because I was nearly killed, but I was badly injured. One of the trolls stepped on my feet and I can't walk anymore. And I put everybody else in risk, in danger. They were all in danger, but Gandalf saved the day.
And how were you going to handle the great goblins?
Well, Thorn tried to explain to the great goblin that we needed shelter from the thunderstorm, and we were not planning to do anything against the goblins. One of the goblins said Thorn is a liar and pulled Thorn's sword, and when he pulled it, they hated it because that sword killed hundreds of goblins. And the great goblin was enraged and was about to kill Thorn. But Gandalf saved the day once again.
Do you have confidence in winning against Gollum, and why?
Yes, I have confidence in winning because I am really good at riddle. And when I was thinking about answering his riddles, it just bothers me that if I don't get it right, then I will be eaten. The last riddle I gave him, which that's not even a riddle, I was trying to trick him. It was, what have I got in my pocket? Gollum didn't have a clue what is in my pocket. He was really frustrated. He went back to his house on his boat. He went back and he was trying to find the ring to assassinate me. But I found it already. So when he went out of his house, he was really angry. He was about to kill me anyways because I took his ring. But I wore on the ring, I turned invisible, and then he tried to follow me, which that I wasn't up ahead of him. I was following him out of the tunnel. That's how I got up.
When the giant spider came sneaking upon you, what did you do?
Well, the giant spider tried to poison me. So I would shut up because I was screaming and yelling, "Ah!" and all that good stuff. But I fight with my bare hands because I'm a pretty strong guy. And it gave me time to draw out my sword to cut me loose. And I stabbed the spider on his right eye. And then I gave one more stroke to the creature, and he died. I am brave.
What plans did you have to save your companions from the Wood Elves?
Wood Elves drinks from a barrel, and when it is empty, they dump it in the lake. So it goes to the humans in Lake Town. That's where it's called for humans that stay there. So they can refill the barrel and give it to the elves. Well, I used the ring so I could turn invisible to get the key from the guard. And I released all the dwarves and put them all in the barrels, and I put them in the lake so they can go to Lake Town, where we can be safe for now.
When you first saw Dragon Smog, how did you plan on getting his treasure from him?
Well, at first I was not planning to get all the treasure, but the golden cup, since it was right there. So I stole the golden cup and brought it back to the dwarves. I guess Smog keeps track of all of his gold, all his treasures, everything. And when he left, he saw ponies, and he straight breathed fire at them, devoured them. They were gone. And he went back to his den, and he went to sleep, but he wasn't really sleeping. He was waiting for me to come into his den, but Smog can't see me, but he only can smell me. So, but I only answer his questions in riddle, and when I was flattering him, I found that he has an open spot on his left breast where he can be shot by an arrow or stabbed at by a sword. I rushed back to tell the dwarves about his breast, and then Smog fly to the lake town because he figured that my riddles have something to do with the town. And Bard, which is the captain of the archers, knew his weak spot and shot him with an arrow, and then he landed on Lake Town and died.
Did you think it was a great idea to share that treasure with the humans? And why? Why?
Ned, yes. I think it's a great idea to share the treasure because Lake Town was completely destroyed by Smog, and Bard killed Smog. And if it wasn't for him killing Smog, we would not have gold in the first place.
What was your overall thoughts and feelings in the expedition?
When I came back home, my reputation with the other hobbits are gone. Because I came back with an adventure, and hobbits believe going on an adventure is bad for hobbits. Like, I don't know, I decided I don't need to talk to hobbits. I'd rather talk to elves and dwarves, and my good friend Gandalf. Going to this expedition is the greatest thing that ever happened in my life, and I will be willing to wait for another adventure.